Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my kitchen. Oh my goodness, I'm Berns. I am your certified detox specialist. And here today in the Real Juicy Detox kitchen, we are going to be making mashed potatoes two different ways, raw, vegan mashed potatoes, two different ways without using potatoes. That's right. We are going to be using jicama. And look at I know, Dot, it's so exciting. Look at the size of the jicama that I picked up just now. I took you guys shopping. Some of you guys came with me on my Instagram and Facebook stories, and we got so many amazing things. And I found jicama. I'm so excited. I actually got three of them. I got three beautiful, gigantic jicama, and I am so excited to be making these recipes with you guys live for the first time. Okay, Dot. Do you want to go out? Live for the first time, excuse me, Dot, our class mascot, is calling for some attention. And I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for this. But before we get started, let me just quickly share this out to our different juicing groups on Facebook. We are going to share this out I'm going to share it in the Real Juicy Detox. That's our group. That's our before and after school group for you guys. Juicing for Health, Juicing and Raw Food Support Group for your healing journey, Solid Food Vacation, and Juice Feasting. We're also going to share this out to Eating to Live, Not Living to Eat, and all the beautiful people there, as well as sharing this in the Dr. Morse group. So you guys know that I'm all about Dr. Robert Morse. I'm a certified detox specialist trained by Dr. Robert Morse himself to help myself heal from cancer and to help anybody else who is looking for more information on truly the most efficient and the most effective and the most lifelong way to detox our body, because we know that when we tap into this whole detoxification and really get into eating raw, living, beautiful food, we unlock our inner world of health and vitality. So if that is something that you are interested in, you're in the right place. And I see a lot of you are here ready to go. Carol says, "Hi, Berns. I'm so glad I got home in time for the class. I'm doing my hard, dry fast. It's been 23 hours now. You're a rock star. Get it, get it, get it. How many more hours are you going to go for, babe? That is amazing." I had some strong detox. I started to feel like I was coming down with a cold. I'm resting. I feel better now. Should I break the fast and have a juice, or should I keep continuing? Well, I say keep going. If you feel like you can, try going to 36 hours. I wouldn't push it too much further myself personally. And listen to your body. Your body will give you a sense of it. You can even, let's say you don't want to completely break your dry fast, but your mouth is just so dry. Just take a little bit of water and just swirl it around in your mouth, and that might help. So as long as you're feeling good and comfortable, just keep on going for a little bit more. Yay, says Cindy. Yummy. I know. Listen, if this works, I am telling you, I am going to be like so amazed and so happy. Before I get started, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. If you were not with me in my stories, I wanted to share a couple of things that I got on our shopping trip. I found this Chinese chopper, and you see how it's an all-in-one. It's not, the handle is not attached separately. That is what I need and what I wanted, because I broke my other one, and I'm pretty excited about that one. So I got myself a new Chinese chopper. I got a new completely flat rolling pin because I left my other one at the cottage and I wanted to get that again. And I got the two beautiful bowls that I saw that I was just like, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful those are. Look at that. That's too bad, Ravika. No jicama your way. So sad to hear that. Hey, Janelle, how are you doing? Where is here? We have it here at Walmart in Toledo, Ohio. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I've seen it in my Walmart in Cambridge, Ontario. That's where I am. But I haven't been able, it's not consistent, you know what I mean? I don't know. Are you getting big mammoth jicamas like this? Even the small ones are really good, but yeah, I went to one of my Chinese grocery stores to get that. So I'm very grateful that I was able to get it. That grocery store was amazing, wasn't it? The Chinese store. It's like that knife looks dangerous. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's no joke. The Chinese chopper knives, the cleavers. But these bowls, look at how pretty that bowl is. Look at. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Nice big salad bowl, nice big Buddha bowl, you know what I mean? Nice big bowl of mashed potatoes. Oh my God. So I will actually want to open this this knife. And I just want to see how balanced it is, you know. I'm just cutting open the, I should show you guys what I'm doing here to cut this open. Hey, Dottie. So I'm just taking a knife and I'm just opening the packaging, just sliding another knife just right down so that I can get that opened. Oh yeah, that is a nice weight. I am not unhappy with that at all. So you can see that it's all in one, not like my other cheap one that I broke. Isn't that beautiful? So yay for new knives, yay for new knives. I'm just gonna rest that right over there. And I really want to get started with this recipe, you guys. So the recipe is in the description of this video. The recipe for both the mashed cauliflower, and I picked up at Costco this nice big bag of cauliflower for, I think it was $4.99. I saw a gigantic cauliflower at the Chinese store for $5.89, I think. So I think this was actually a better buy. Right, Kelly? I would have gotten those bowls too. I know they're so pretty. Blessed afternoon. Hello, Brenda. Brenda, are you new? Or did you just change your profile picture? Brenda, welcome. No, I think Brenda's new. I need to get my bell. 1 second. Brenda! Welcome to class, Brenda. Welcome to class. You may have been in class before and maybe just did not comment, but I am so glad that you are here. Welcome to class. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love having new students in the class because it's like, oh my gosh, welcome. Perfect salad bowl, right? I mean, that bowl is so pretty. That bowl is beautiful, says Carol. I mean, like for real, right? Look at this. And it's huge. It's huge. So I'm so excited that I got it. That bowl is so pretty. Yeah, it was only $7. Come on. That's crazy. Nice weight. Commenting, yes, but I watch you quietly. LOL. Well, girl, I'm so glad that you are, whatever it is that possessed you to comment today, I'm so glad that you did. I know a lot of people watch quietly on the side and just like, you know, and that's okay. Listen, I'm totally down for that. I'm totally fine with that. But when you guys do comment, it just makes me so excited because then I get to know more students. So, you know, or at least I feel like I get to know you more. You're so welcome. You're welcome, babe. Hello, says Katie, another new student. Welcome, Katie. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Welcome. And welcome, Hader. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon to all the new students in the class. Well, even though you might not be new to commenting, and new if you're brand new to the class, welcome. So if you're brand new to the class, you might, and just in case, I know some of you have been here before, but just in case, we chat, we comment, I pull your questions and your comments up on the screen. We talk about we talk about things to do with our detox. If you have any questions around your detox or whatever, just pop it on into the comments. I bring everything up on the screen like this. I'm really happy I got this bowl. I got 2 of them actually. So just welcome everybody. And so the other thing that we do is I pull your questions up on to the screen, and I answer them as best as I can. And I can speak English, honestly, words, Berns, words. And then what we do is we make food, or sometimes I juice, but today we're making food. The whole idea of this is that you're not just detoxing. Let me start getting some jicama prepped, because I kind of want to make the jicama. Okay, I'll make the cauliflower first. Let me make the cauliflower mashed potatoes first. Let me just grab a chopping board. Whoops. The reason that I focus on making food, number one, I want to make food that's delicious, that allows us to stay on a detox-friendly program and not just be, juice-centric. Yes, it's great to do a juice fast, and yes, that is the way to totally amplify your detox, right? We know that. We know this. There's no question about it. It's not like, oh, is this going to help my detox if I do a fruit juice cleanse? Yes, absolutely it will. There's nothing that is going to heal you faster than focusing on alkalized food that is truly, truly alkaline once it's broken down into your body. But the other reality of that is that we cannot all juice all the time. Like I can't. I need freaking food, my man. I need food, dude. You know what I'm saying? I need food. I need chewing food. I need satisfying food. I've been doing a juice and mainly raw alkaline diet since June 1st, 2020. And it has totally changed my life. I've dropped 25 pounds. As a result, signed up for Dr. Morris's certification program. I don't know why I always have trouble saying certification program, but I do. Certification program. I kind of feel like I put the emphasis on the wrong part of the word. So what I've got going on here is and what I do is I make food as we chat and as we connect. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of really makes it fun. Some of my recipes are tried and true, tested by me beforehand. Some recipes like this, it's the first time that I'm doing it. And so we're just jumping in and we're doing it. You know what I mean? So this recipe is from Kara Brockman. You guys know The Healthy Life on YouTube. She does a really great show with her husband, Marcus. And this is a recipe from there. And I actually need to go and look at my description. Where is the description? See more. Okay, so I need to grab my zucchini. I will be right back. Hold on. Dottie, kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that fall in your bowl? No. Okay, where's theirs? So that's what we do here at the Real Juicy Detox. And hopefully you find it, a kind of a safe spot to land for your day whenever you're watching this, whether you're watching it live or on the replay. My desire for you is that in amongst all of the craziness that's going on in the world, that you will find this a safe and relaxing place to land for a moment, for just a moment in time. So what day is it today? It is the 18th. It's Monday, the 18th of January, 2021. A lot of stuff is going on all over the planet, right? A lot of crazy, a lot of what the hell is going on. Some people completely clued out and really panicked and nervous and feeling the chaos of it. Even other people who do kind of know what's going on and what is to come. Also, there's a sense of excitement that, okay, here we go, as well as, oh my gosh, is this all going to go down like we think it's going to go down? You know? So in and amongst all of that, my intention, besides finding a knife right now, or a peeler would even be better, and my nice trusty red knife. Let me sharpen this up too. My desire for you and for anybody watching is that you find this a little bit of a respite from all of the stuff that's going on in our world right now, you know? Just going to sharpen up this knife. And I'm just making a small, oh, I see I left the lid of my my Vitamix in there. I'm doing a small recipe because, you know, I don't want to do a big gigantic recipe and then not like it and be like, oh shit, I got to throw that out. That does happen sometimes from time to time. So, you know, I want you to also see that everybody goes through a little bit of a learning curve when in the kitchen, especially when you're making raw vegan stuff. So yes, Kelly. Yes, my darling, these are going to be raw. Abso-freaking-lutely. Judith said, hi, Berns. I'm wondering if someone who has been on a clean alkaline diet for many years would still see a lot of sediment in their urine. How much waste does the lymphatic system dump from a clean body? Well, I don't think the problem with that, Judith, is I don't really think that anybody has a clean body unless you're very, very, very few people have lived a raw lifestyle, like a truly raw lifestyle. So, you know, we are always clearing out lymphatic waste. Totally, 100%. Just because we have been on a detox program and we're relatively clean. By the way, let me make sure this isn't bitter. Because I find that when I blend zucchini, it gets bitter, but this is fine. So apparently, according to Dr. Morse, yes, you should always be filtering out lymphatic waste. Part of the natural process of metabolism means that there's going to be elements in the food that we eat, even when very clean and alkaline and raw, there's always going to be byproducts of the food that we eat that needs to get cleaned out of our bodies. And the lymphatic system is a system which surrounds every single cell in the body, much like the blood system, you know, the circulatory system. That surrounds every cell in the body. The blood is the kitchen of the body, like this kitchen. And the lymphatic system is the sewage system or the septic system of the body. So I've got 1 cup of raw chopped zucchini going in there as well. I'm just going to cover this up because honestly, I don't like the smell of cauliflower, like at all. I'm just going to put a rubber band around that and I will put that over here. So the lymphatic system is always going to be that mechanism, that system which carries away debris from our cells. So just natural metabolic processes will leave behind garbage that we need to get rid of. Like, you know what I mean? So, and someone who's been on a clean alkaline diet is still going to have metabolic waste from the stuff that we eat. It's not necessarily that it's all bad or that it's all, you know, it's part of life. There's a kitchen and there's a sewage system. So you need to clean out the sewage system and hopefully always be cleaning out the sewage system. So yes, these are totally going to be 100% raw. I can't wait. Yes, Cindy, thank you. Welcome newbies, says Cindy. Hey, everyone, just left Trader Joe's, says Rockstar Ruiz. Rockstar, welcome, my friend. Picked up some organic opal apples, organic Fuji apples, blood oranges, and some organic Persian cucumbers. Ooh, that's all for 13. That's amazing. That is amazing. I need food too, says Janelle. Me too. I need food to lose weight. Well, what you need to lose weight, my darling, is you need alkaline. The food that we need to eat needs to be alkaline. I eat a lot of food, and I, for the first time in my life, am not struggling with maintaining my weight. It's like it keeps going in the right direction, in the direction that I want it to go. So, there's that. But yes, we need food. We need food. I cannot stress enough how important it is to eat really good, really alkaline food in order to have no inflammation in the body. Weight is just weight gain. Excessive weight is inflammation in the body, and it's cholesterol dumping in the body in order to cool down the hot acid environment that we create when we eat a lot of acidic food. Chewing at all. What do you mean? Here I am, girl. How are you? What am I prepping in my kitchen today? Mashed potatoes, 2 different ways. So what I've got here so far is I've got a cup of cauliflower chopped, a cup of zucchini chopped. I'm going to drain. I've pre-soaked this. I only pre-soaked the first one. I didn't realize I should have pre-soaked 2 cups of cashews, but it's okay if you don't pre-soak your cashews. As long as you have a really high-powered blender, you're going to be fine. But what I've done here is I have soaked, before I went out grocery shopping today, I soaked a cup of cashews, a cup and a little bit more, and it calls for a cup and 2 tablespoons of soaked cashews. So I'm going to drain that off. Where is my strainer? I do not know. It's in the sink. Now, if you do not want to do the cashew nuts, you can do seeds. If you really are looking at reducing the amount of nuts that you're having in your diet. But if you can have a little bit of nuts, then that is fine. And cashews seem to be okay with me. I don't have okay, Dot, come here. Come on, let's go. Out you go. I don't have a gallbladder, and the amount of nuts that I've been eating, slowly just adding them back into my diet, I don't seem to have a problem with that. So I'm just going to keep on going with that. Now, the other thing that is in Cara Brotman's recipe, because this is a little riff on the Healthy Life, Cara Brotman, on her garlic, on her mashed cauliflower. I do not want any, I'm looking around for my bag of pine nuts. Hold on. 1 second. So I am not doing nutritional yeast at all. Dr. Morse is very black and white about that. It's not like, well, yeah, okay, if you want. I wouldn't, but if you want. He's not like that when it comes to nutritional yeast. He's right down the middle. Absolutely not. Like, do not put stuff into your body that you will deliberately need to detox out of your body, like yeast. Most of us have yeast. Most of us have candida. And why put yeast back into your body to make you all yeasty again? You know what I mean? So instead of that, what I have found works really, really well. Kitty, see, this is not your treats. Oh my gosh. Are pine nuts. Pine nuts taste really buttery. Like really good. Really, really, really good. These are so delicious. And these, how much was this bag again? We just went to Costco together. I forgot. $33. Really good buy at Costco. Okay, stop nibbling on them and get on with the recipe. We're going to go 1/4 of a cup. Hi, kitty. What do you need? Hang on. I'm going to go get Kitty some treats right over here. She hears me going like this with this bag, and it's triggering her for her treats. Hold on. Okay. I'm getting your treats. Come here. There you go. So I'm going to put 1/4 of a cup of these pine nuts into the blender as well, just like so. And it calls for, Ravika, I'm seeing your question, babe. I have a question, and I saw the big long paragraph. I'm going to get it in a second. Let me just grab my garlic so we can keep both things happening at the same time. So Kara says that she uses 1/2 a clove of garlic, and she's like, I love garlic, but really only 1/2 a clove is all you need. So I'm gonna put 1/2 a clove of garlic, and then a cup of water. We'll start with just adding. Well, we'll add the whole cup. If we need to, we'll adjust. Okay, let me check out your question, my love. I need some advice, please. My mom rung me yesterday, panicking that her hair is thinning. She is menopausal, 57 years old. She's trying raw the last year, but she does eat rubbish too sometimes. What could help her? I see people many years on raw and they still don't have hair. So not sure if raw is the answer to this. I don't know what to suggest. Well, the problem is not that her hair is thinning, although that is a big problem. What the bigger problem is what that indicates. When we have thinning hair or where we are losing hair, what does that indicate? It's not just like, oh my God, I just want my hair to grow back. You know what I mean? It's like, what does the thinning of the hair indicate? It indicates a buildup of acid in the head region. That's very serious. It's killing off her hair follicles, causing her to have thinning hair. It is because of the acids in the head and the lymphatic stagnation. Remember that sewer system that we were just talking about? The sewer system in the head is backed up. It's not emptying. It's not draining. She probably has, she's going through menopause at 57. So my guess is that, she's probably experiencing some hot flashes, some brain fog, memory fog, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm assuming that is all kind of connected to the head lymphatically not draining. So the bigger issue is what's behind the thinning hair. It's not the kind of thing that is going to get fixed like, oh, do this for 21 days and your hair is going to start growing back. When you see people that they have a thinning in the hairline, going bald, it is very, very serious, and it really requires a lifestyle change, which is why we're doing this kind of stuff, so that you can do this and not feel deprived. I would suggest that she definitely look at doing some more elevated juice cleanses. Trying raw but eating rubbish sometimes too that's great and everything. Like, it's good that she's experimenting with trying raw, but if she really wants to get behind this and get this sorted out so that she's not experiencing further degeneration of all of the tissues, glands, and organs in the brain, like that would lead to things like MS, multiple sclerosis, that might lead to dementia, that might lead to any neurological condition, weaker pituitary, weaker pineal gland, sleep issues, stroke. All of these things are coming down the road if you have thinning hair and you don't do something about it. Whether you believe it or not, it's irrelevant. It's the truth. When you have lymphatic stagnation going on in the head, you're going to be compromised, right? Yeah. Can't wait to get some. I got some Cara oranges today. Yeah, you don't like nutritional yeast either. Yeah. Yuba, very pertinent point about yeast. Yuba is new. Yuba in the house. Welcome to class, my friend. Welcome to class. It's true, right? They put fancy words on things so that we think it's good for us. They're tricky. But certain things are not meant to be consumed, like yeast. I mean, a lot of cultures do, and a lot of us do like it, but that doesn't mean that it's what you want to put in your body for your health. So I'm going to take this over to my blender station over here, and I'm going to blend this bad boy up. Yes, Crystal, mashed potatoes and gravy. Now, again, disclaimer, this is made with walnuts and cashews. So, if you want to stay away from that, try switching it up. I don't know how the gravy would turn out with seeds. I don't know. Try it. It might work. But we're going to try it with walnuts. So let's do this. Let's do it. Let's get it in the blender. One reason why I love the Vitamix is because of this tamper, and it can mash down and get that stuff into the blades, which is really the big selling feature for me, and the main reason why I got the Vitamix in the first place. So let's go with this. Let's see what happens. You know what I did not put in here is some salt. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And that is pink Himalayan salt. Leave the salt out if you don't want it in. Let me make sure I got everything in there. I think that's it. I think I got it all in there. Okay, let's go. And the other reason why I love the Vitamix is because this one has some preset functions on it. So I just hit go and it blends it at different speeds and different rates. Okay. All right. Here we go. Testing. I put too much water in. I should have put only half a cup at a time, but it looks pretty good. It tastes all right. It tastes like mashed cauliflower, though. It's not bad. It's really good. I'm just saying, I could tell that if somebody just put this in front of me and said, guess what's in here? I would say cauliflower. But I don't think the point is that you're not ever going to taste that it's not cauliflower. I think the point is that it's a less starchy version. And by the way, potatoes are totally, you can totally eat potatoes raw. Did you know that? They're not poisonous at all. They're actually quite astringent and quite alkaline. But here it is. I'm not unhappy about that at all. Holy shit. Who'd have thought? Berns. Me. I'm going to mix in I got some white pepper I want to add into that. And probably if you had nutritional yeast in here, it would have that cheesier flavor, and it probably would work. I'm going to also add in some onion powder. Let's Berns this up a little bit. All right. Let's do a little Bernsy something on here. Let's zhuzh this up a little bit, as I like to say. We're going to put a half a teaspoon of onion powder. We're going to put the rest of that garlic in there because, come on now, you can't have too much garlic. You just can't. Yes, you can. You actually can. And some white pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon. And let's give that a little quick blitz. I'm very encouraged by this. Now, if I was doing, let me put a little bit more. I'm not going to put any more of the. I was going to say, let me put a little bit more cauliflower. It's a glass jar too. Let's put a little bit more cauliflower to make that a little bit thicker. But then I'm going to throw off my measurements on the other things, and I don't want to do that. So. Onion and garlic powder makes everything better, right, Crystal? Hi, Andrea. Hey, everyone. Hi, Brenda. What are we making today? LOL. What are we making today? We're making mashed potatoes, but not with potatoes. We're making mashed cauliflower, and then we're going to do the same recipe with jicama. And then we're going to make a all raw vegan, and then we're going to make a gravy. So I've got some onion powder, just 1/4 teaspoon. I don't want to overdo it because I can tend to do that and then totally wreck stuff, you know. And that's all we need to do on that. We don't need to go too over the top. Just wanted to blend it up. And I got some really cute red heart bowls. They're downstairs. Let me go get that. Look at how cute these bowls are, you guys. I got these at Dollarama. You know my love for Dollarama. I'm not unhappy about this cauliflower. Oh my God, I'm slightly excited. This is so cool. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Okay, let me get my spatula. Let's pour this out, shall we? Okay, I know I am a pro at the gravy, making homemade gravy at Thanksgiving time. At Thanksgiving or Christmas. Gravy is my specialty, man. Okay, so this was supposed to be mashed potatoes, but it's more like cauliflower soup, actually. It's I should not have put in the whole cup of water, so that it could have been more like a mashed potato, but I wonder if this will thicken up as well when it's in the fridge, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's try it. Oh my God. You guys, this is so good. Mm. This is really good. Like, it's really, really good. I wouldn't lie to you. Mm. That's really good. Did I mention that that was really good? That's really good. Okay, so that's test number 1. Just going to put it off to the side here. And there's more down in the bottom. Let me see if it'll all fit into that bowl. So that made a fair bit. And I don't think this is the kind of thing that I would sit and eat the entire serving, because it's a cup of cashews, okay? And a quarter cup of pine nuts. Let's be real. But you're not going to need to, because it's so beautiful. Like, you're not eating empty calories. You know what I mean? There's no added butter or cream. It doesn't need it, because you get that from the, from the cashews. Okay, I'm sold. Okay, Kara Brotman, you got me. I believe you now. And again, I don't think we're going to be fooling anybody into thinking that, oh, that's mashed potatoes. But listen, without the excessive complex carbohydrates, first of all, complex carbohydrates in cooked potatoes, it's not good for you guys. It creates too much carbonic acid. This is completely raw, so the chemistry is not bonded. It's raw living food, full of vibrancy and full of life. I'm telling you, like, my mind is a little bit blown right now. Okay, let me see what other questions are here. While I start, actually, what I'm going to do while I read the questions, I'm going to start cutting into this one of these jicamas. What, $33? What? They aren't that much here. They are pricey. $33 for what? What's $33? What did I miss? I know. We're going to make the gravy in a minute. Very mild symptoms of menopause, nothing much. Okay, well, that's good. That is a good sign. Your mom is only 2 years older than me. That is so cool. So here's the jicama, and jicama is known as a Mexican turnip. Let me switch it up here. Mexican turnip. And actually, the skin kind of is quite easy to peel down. But what we're going to do is we're going to, I should use my new Chinese chopper. I should use my new cleaver. Let's see how this works on it. Oh, that is a big hunk of jicama. Oh. There we go. And so you can see inside, it's this beautiful white, very crunchy, very crispy sort of texture. I love this. This is what I used in the sushi, the jicama sushi that we made last week. And oh my word, you guys, if you have not made the sushi recipe, I really highly encourage you guys to check that out. If you cannot get jicama, you can use cauliflower rice for sure. But in that recipe, I showed you guys how I rice this by chopping it up, and I put it into my Vitamix, and I fill it up. I chop it into cubes, and then I fill it up with water. The Vitamix, I pop them into the Vitamix, and I fill it up with water, and I pulse that on a medium to low setting on my Vitamix a few times until it is roughly chopped, but really small. It's called wet chop. And then I squeezed out the water from it. You can see how fibrous it is on the side that is close to the skin. So I'm just gonna trim back some of that so that we don't get too much of those fibers too close to the skin. And then I squeezed out all of the water. I put the finely chopped jicama into a vegetable bag, a reusable vegetable produce bag, or a milk bag, or a cheesecloth bag, and I squeezed out all of the water from the jicama rice, and then so all raw, and then I just season that with a little bit of rice wine vinegar, some sesame oil, and let me tell you, that was something else. That was so good. A little bit of salt, and we made it into the rice. It was just, and we took a couple tablespoons of white chia seeds that we blended into a powder. This was for the sushi. This is what I'm talking about, the sushi. And okay, let's keep going with this fantastic knife. Put these pine nuts over here. They're distracting me. And so I took about 2 tablespoons of white chia seeds that I had ground up. And that enabled the jicama rice to stick together and behave like sticky rice, for a sushi roll, so that the stuff wouldn't come out. The rice would just sort of stay in there and hold together. And oh my God. By the way, I realize I'm not measuring this, so I am going to measure it. One of the rare times where I will measure it, but when I do a recipe for the first time, if it's got specific measurements, then I'm going to want to try my best to do that. What I wanted to do as well was I wanted to use this as a topping for my Bernsey burger and make a shepherd's pie. Sorry, I need to get that chopped a little bit smaller so that I can measure it out into a measuring cup and not just eyeball it. So these jicama I got at the Chinese store, and the 3 jicamas, they're huge. The 3 of them came to $14, and we're going to be able to get a lot of rice out of it. So it's very economical, very good for digestion, really, really works beautifully to like a really good broom for your bowels. I can attest to that. So if you are experiencing any kind of constipation, this might be one of those recipes that you might want to explore eating. Try it out. So we don't even need all of that. So you see that? So 1 good cup of jicama. The other, I'm very happy with that knife. This knife I like the weight of it. I like how it feels in my hand. Let me just double check. I just got my Vitamix and wish I would have known about it years ago. I love it. I know you've been whipping up so much beautiful food. That's the same as me, Janelle. When I got my Vitamix, oh my God. I couldn't stop, y'all. And I still haven't. I'm still using it every single day. And not just for smoothies and stuff, It's just such a versatile appliance. And I was struggling. Oh my God, I was struggling to try to get things blended in a cheap ass blender that was just oh my God, I need a Vitamix. Brought it home that same night. I don't know what I whipped up. I whipped up something in it, and it was just like so good. So good. So I've got the other half of this zucchini, which I do know is a cup because the other part was pretty much did it. So I'm just going to chop this up. Now for this version, we're not going to be using soaked cashews because I don't have any soaked cashews. I cannot wait for Dally to come home and try these. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to love them? I think he's going to love this recipe. Hey, everyone. Yes, Brenda. So yes, darling, we are making mashed potatoes out of cauliflower. And this is the first one, and it's all raw and it's all vegan. And oh my God, it is so, so good. Again, not unhappy about that in the least. I'm definitely curious to see how it's going to come out with the jicama. Hi, Andrea. Yeah. Everything with onion and garlic. So speaking of which, I only used a teaspoon. Actually, for the jicama, should I do that too? I don't know. Half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, we'll put half a teaspoon of onion powder. I know. I can't wait to make the gravy. That's coming next. And this is pretty quick. You know, if you were doing this and not talking to anybody and putting stuff up on your computer screen, you would get through this like lickety split. Why are some people still bald after many years on a raw diet? Wondering if we can't just help genetics sometimes. I don't know. Are you sure they're on a raw diet, exclusively raw? How do you know? How do you know that they're exclusively raw? Or is that an assumption? This is why it's so important to not be looking too much at what other people are doing, because you really don't know what they're really doing. You know, this is the thing. We get really caught up in this. And I don't know, maybe they burnt out their hair follicles. Not everybody is meant to heal from everything. You do realize that, right? You do realize that you could completely turn things around, change what you're doing, and maybe you have just not meant to come for that part of the spiritual journey. You realize that, right? It's true. Not everybody is meant to heal from everything. Not everybody catches things early enough. Not everybody sticks religiously to a really specific protocol in order to help them heal from these things. You never know what somebody is really doing behind the scenes, you know? So to this, we're going to add a cup of cashews, a cup plus 2 tablespoons of cashews. These have not been soaked because I didn't think of it to soak. Actually, I did think of it to soak a double amount, and I just didn't. So that is 2 tablespoons. That's a cup and 2 tablespoons. The jicama, if anybody is wondering, it's crunchy like you would get like a potato would be, but it's not as starchy as a raw potato. There's a slight sweetness to it, but cannot say that it's a sweet vegetable. Very mild. I love it. Okay. I need 1/4 cup of my pine nuts. That goes right in there. And the pine nuts we're using in place of the nutritional yeast to give it a little bit more of that butteriness without the yeast. I know, I love homemade gravy too, babe. Oh, the pine nuts. Yes, that bag was $33. That's right. Thank you so much. Correct. I think it worked out to $49 per kilogram compared to the one I had bought before at the grocery store, which just had this much in it. And it was $79.99 per kilogram. That's right. And then the ones that I saw at Bulk Barn would have worked out to be $100 per kilogram. Shop around, people. Shop around. I need my garlic clove in there. And I think I'm going to go back in with just half of a garlic clove. I feel like the other one may just be a little too much garlic. You know what I'm saying? Ah, Berns. It's okay though. It's okay. Sometimes you just don't know until you try it. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to put in a half of this garlic clove into there. I'm going to get a cup of water, but I'm not going to add it all in at the same time. I'm going to add in half of the cup of water and we'll see how that goes. What else do I need? That would be it. All right, so let's get this blended up and let's see how it tastes, shall we? I'm very excited about this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still too much water in there. I should have just waited. Oh, well, it's all good. We're looking at the taste as well, right? Okay. Let me get another one of those bowls. All right, all right, all right. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh, that smells really good too. Scrape down the plunger. And let us pour that in. Yeah, see, it's a little bit runnier than I would have liked. But hey, that's okay. Next time we know. Maybe start without adding any water. Okay. Looks like creamed mashed potatoes, doesn't it? Let's see, how does it taste? That's the winner. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God. Oh my good Lord. You got to get your hands on some jicama because this is amazing. It's too soft to hand. You don't even need gravy. Oh my God, you guys. I mean, the cauliflower is all right compared to this. This is like freaking amazing. It's alive. It's vibrant. It's delicious. It's smooth and creamy. You can probably even make this with less cashews, you know? I only bought one zucchini though. That wasn't very smart, Bernadette. What the hell? Mm. Give me a moment. Just give me a moment. This is so good, you guys. This is like its own gravy. In fact, hold on. Hold on a minute. It's got the consistency of gravy, right? It tastes so good. I can't even. I'm at a loss for words. I'm not usually at a loss for words, but I am at a loss for words right now. Malvina, it looks so yummy. I have Love on the Plate by Cara and Marcus. I'm going to try all the recipes. Yeah, their stuff is really good. Hi, Berns. I'm working from home. Hi, Mike. While Sharon is streaming your live show on the big screen TV. Yes, please be careful with that cleaver. That blade looks menacing. It was a little scary. I'm not going to lie. Gwen is here. Hi, Gwen. I thought ours at I thought ours are $24 at Costco, but what do I know? It could be wrong. You're in America. You're in America. Our Canadian dollars, it's 30% more expensive because for every $1 Canadian, $1 US, that costs me $1.30. You see what I'm saying? So something that is $24 by you can easily be $33 by me. Plus we have customs and duties and import and all that kind of bullshit. So stuff is always more expensive here. It's not dollar for dollar. So yeah. So what I'm thinking, literally, I'm full right now. When I came home, I was like, wasn't drinking a lot of juice because I was on the road, as you know, and didn't want to be stopping at the bathroom all the time. This doesn't need gravy. It tastes so good on its own. Gravy what? This is gravy. What I want to do is I want to see if I can't mix up some gravy. And the only thing that was going to be different with the gravy, and the gravy had 2 cups of soaked walnuts. That's double the amount of walnuts, of nuts. 1/4 cup of pine nuts, 3 tablespoons coconut aminos, 1.5 teaspoon white pepper. I made it white. 1 large garlic clove, small piece of scotch bonnet pepper. So it's basically, and you know what? I did not use 1/2 cup. I used more like 1/3 cup. So there, Cara, you didn't give me the right. That's okay. What I want to try is mixing a little bit of my coconut aminos to see if I get that kind of gravy taste, you know? Because to be quite honest with you, I really want to be cautious about too much nuts in our diet. I don't want us to think that, oh, yeah, nuts are okay. They are okay. But a lot of people kind of go overboard. And I want you to understand that not everybody can digest them. I have to be really careful. Like I've had a couple spoons already, and guess what? The Burnsy's full. And I haven't had anything else. So I'm going to put in these. It's not quite coconut aminos, although I don't know. Is that what they call this stuff? Organic coconut tree sap and sea salt. And it tastes like a tamari sauce almost. So we're just playing in the kitchen. You know what I mean? We're just having some fun together in the kitchen to see what works. So here I've got some of that jicama mashed potatoes, and I just mixed in a couple of drops of that coconut aminos. It just made it a little bit more, almost kind of a creamy color. Yeah, that pretty much tastes like gravy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. That is some good shizas. I just added a couple more drops of that same coconut seasoning. Let's give this a taste. Oh, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Should I make the gravy? I'll make the gravy, but I'm just wanting to caution. I am very aware this is a lot of nuts. This is a lot of nuts. So just disclaimer, okay? Disclaimer. If you do not want to have all of these nuts, do not make this. If you're really trying to stick very close to a higher level of detox, do not make this. But if you are wanting a treat every now and then, not every day, but if you're having a craving for mashed potatoes, make this because it's alive, it's not cooked. And there is nothing wrong with nuts and seeds. It's just, I just want to caution, don't use it in excess, because in excess, it's not going to be good for you. All right. It's just too concentrated a food to have in large quantities on a regular basis. That's the only thing I just want to caution you. All right. So are we good? We good with that? But this, it's so good. You can even use this as a dip. So the jicama one wins it for me for sure. The jicama with the coconut aminos, also really good. I will make the gravy just because it's in the description and because I said I would. I also made the cauliflower, the creamed cauliflower, mashed potatoes. It's good, but I'm not going to make it again because I can taste its cauliflower. And there's nothing wrong with that. It tastes like creamed cauliflower, which is delicious. But I am not fooling my taste buds and thinking, ooh, this is mashed potatoes up in her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Hi, Dottie. What I actually think I might want to do with this as well is to double up on the jicama. So we can cut in half the amount of cashews that we've got going on in here. I want to try that and let's see how that works. Let's do that now. You want to come in, Dot? Look at Dot's in the window. Give me a second. Let me let her in. Come on, Dottie. You can do it. Yes, you can. You can do it, Dot. Come on. Come on, you can do it. All right. There you go. There you go, my little one. Yes. She gets stuck out there. Hold on. The garbage bin that she steps onto was snowy and a little bit icy, so she doesn't want to wipe out. Hi, baby. Hi, come here. Come say hi to the class. This is Dot. Yeah. What's up? Did you have fun outside? Yeah. She only wants to be held for like 3.5 seconds, and then it's like, let me down, lady. Let me down, lady. Now I got cat hair everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to make that, I'm going to increase the amount of jicama. And I'm going to blend it again. And maybe we'll get it thicker. And we'll also spread out, because like legit, I can't eat any more of that. A few teaspoons and I'm done. Which means for me, it's too rich of a thing to have as a recipe. It's too rich. If I can only eat 2 tablespoons of it and then I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, we need to work on that. So let's work on that together, shall we? I make a delicious raw Irish potato. Oh my God. And I'm not even stoned. Oh my God. Okay. I make a delicious raw Irish potato snack. Grate a potato fine onto a plate into the dehydrator until totally dry. It lifts off the plate, has a lot of juice, so I use a microwave glass plate to catch it. Oh my God, that's a great idea. Do you season it up with anything, Judith? What else do you put in it? Just potato, that's it? That sounds delicious. I'm just going to peel this jicama, and we're going to just chop some more up and put it into that recipe. So we're going to basically be just thinning it down. So let's adjust this beautiful recipe. You know, whenever I make somebody else's recipe, I love making it as written first. And then I'm like, how would I change that up so that it's more like I want to make it for me? Hello, Gwen, because that is too rich for me. I can't do it. The juice. Okay, so to catch the juice, put shredded coconut or avocado on top with salt. Satisfies the cooked potato chip cravings. All my children love it. I will try that for sure. I do have some potatoes in the fridge, although I almost never cook with them, or uncook with them rather. But I've done a radish potato recipe before. Oh my God. Radishes and potatoes blended up in the blender, pureed, and then spread out on a sheet. And same thing, it makes a really crisp cracker. But I think I like your idea better of just grating it, just because it won't get as, I don't know, starchy maybe? The texture is just different, I find, grated as opposed to blended. I don't always like everything blended. Okay, so I'm just going to add some more of this jicama. I'm really encouraged by this, you guys. Like I said, especially after making the jicama and tasting it, the difference between that and the cauliflower, it's night and day. Night and day. I knew it would be. I mean, I'm trying. I'm really trying to like cauliflower. But now that we have jicama to experiment with, if you can get it where you live, I highly encourage you guys to get it. I do want to measure how much is going back into the blender so that I will know how to adjust the recipe to my liking. So this is going to be 1 cup. Another, I think I'm going to add, I want to add 3 more cups. Let me add 3 more cups. So that's 1 cup gone in. I'm just going to get this broken apart again. Look at that beautiful jicama. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm so grateful that I had the thought to go and check out that. I don't usually go to that other Chinese grocery store. I'm really glad that I did. Now you can also, slice these really thinly and dehydrate these as well for chips. Kara has also sliced these really thinly on a mandolin, which I have, but I just don't know where it is right now. And used as tacos, like a taco shell. But for now, I'm just going to keep on just working this recipe a little bit. And I really want to get it to look and feel like mashed potatoes. And right now, it's more like, gravy. So I'm just going to chop that up like so. Okay, so that's 2 cups more. And this should be 3 to make a total of 4 cups altogether. Just need a little more. How are we doing over here? Oh my gosh, Carol, I'm so sorry. You caught me live today and you're in the middle of a dry fast, girl. I don't know. Some people say that watching food cooking shows like this makes them able to get through a fast easier. And I'm like, what? Not me. I'd be like, oh my God, I need some of that in my life right now. So we've got 3 more cups of jicama. So we've tripled we've quadrupled the amount of jicama. So instead of 1 cup of chopped jicama, we're going with 4 cups of chopped jicama. Well, let me see. I missed some other ones. Looks like hummus to me. Yes, I peeled the zucchini. Yeah, you might be able to use turnip. I actually bought turnip at the grocery store today to see if that might be a substitute as well. Okay, let me see. Where am I? So yes, Rosie, I did peel the zucchini. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Looks like hummus. Everything looks like hummus to you. Actually, if you put cumin in that, and a little tahini, hello. Okay, so for the jicama potatoes, it's in the description of the video. I know, shocking. I actually got around to doing that today. But as you can see, I'm adjusting the recipe as I go to make it more thick and less nut concentrated, less cashews. So it's going to be the second version now. I'm going to put all of this back into here. And I'm going to scratch the gravy recipe. I think the gravy recipe is not necessary, honestly. When you taste this, if you want to do this as a gravy, just do it like the original jicama recipe up there. So I'm just adding to the original recipe right now 3 cups of jicama. Hey, kitty, what's up? Oh, you're hungry. Let me run really quickly. I'm going to run. Listen, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little mid-show break. I need to run to the bathroom. So let me quickly throw on here for you guys a little visual entertainment, perhaps. My mind movie, just with our beautiful Louise singing in the background. Enjoy. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the washroom real quick, and then I'm going to get the cat some food, and then we're going to blend this up and see how it all turns out, okay?
Divine Intelligence, I'm after you. You are the object of my affection, and I'm putting all of my attention on you. and I'm going to keep surrendering into you, and I'm going to trust in the unknown. You have to create from a place of oneness, a place of wholeness.
I wish I were a star, shining down on who we are, for we are love, we are peace, we are harmony, we are love, our peace, harmony. I wish you could see all the beauty around you and me, for you are love, you are peace, you are harmony, you are love, you are peace, you are harmony, and you're free, and you're falling like a waterfalls of love. It's all in moments, in many moments, that's all. I wish us all well, staying in our joy and staying out of hell, through our own love, our own peace, our own harmony, our own love, peace, harmony. 'Cause we're free and we're falling like waterfalls of love. It's all just in moments, in many moments, that's all. It puts a whole different spin on it, like when you know you're kind of being watched or something, or what's this one again? Is
Oh, no, you do not. No. You're not getting into that bag. No. No. Hi. Dottie is trying to get into the bag. Look at her. Oh, there she is. You see her on the counter? She's trying to get into the bag of treats. Okay, so where were we? So I hear what you're saying. Rockstar Ruiz is like, man, I will get to that recipe when I can eat nuts, because right now I'm not clean enough. And you're so right. I want to try this as well without any nuts. I just wanted to, like I said, whenever I do a recipe for the first time, I want to try to do it exactly as it is written, just to see how the original kind of went. But I do want to work on one without nuts, and we might do that now as well. We'll see how it goes. Bernsey, stop drinking those heaping spoonfuls of that topping, or there'll be nothing left of the shepherd's pie. I know. I think this will be really good on the shepherd's pie, but I don't know if I have the wherewithal to make the shepherd's pie now, but I might. I need to buy onion and garlic powder. I would love you to make a zucchini recipe. Well, let me just turn this light down. It's funny because the darker it gets in the kitchen, the more overexposed that light gets. I hate zucchini. Unless it is just in zucchini noodles. I usually don't like it blended up. It usually, I find, turns bitter for me, but this is not bitter. But what I want to do is I want to quickly, I just switched to Facebook. Okay, cool. I know you're hungry. Don't look away. The gravy on the Bernsey burger would be good. Not doing nuts right now, but loving the recipes for when my body is cleaner. Yeah, we'll work on a nut-free version. It does sound yummy, right? Hey, my Berns. Hi, Janita. How are you? Yes, any kind of puree that isn't made with chickpeas is simply a puree. It's not hummus. Just saying. Yes, we know. We know you're a hummus snob. Okay, you're allowed to be. You're from the country of hummus. You're totally allowed to be. But yeah. Oh, you're just getting here. Awesome, Amy. How was the mashed cauliflower? It was good, but it's too cauliflowery for me. I made it. Here it is. Dot is distracting me. Dot, get off the counter. So I made the mashed cauliflower really good, and I made it with jicama. Really, really, really good. But what I want to do is I want to dilute it. I want to thin it down. It's too much nuts for me. Hey, you're not supposed to be on the counter. Get down. You don't need that bag. No. Look, you have a plate full of food. Is this what you're smelling? Look, there's a plate full of food, Missy. Right there. Nope, not interested. So I'm just still working on it. So I made the original recipe as written for the mashed jicama up top or in the description on Facebook or down below on YouTube. And now what I've done is I've taken that entire recipe and I've put it back into the blender, and I added 3 cups of chopped jicama. Let's go. Okay, I think that might be a little bit better. For one thing, it's thicker. Dot. I don't like the cats on the counter, but it's okay. The counter is not really used for food prep. Let me see how this came out. Let's see what we got going on here. So it is definitely thicker, more like really creamy mashed potatoes. That totally works. Okay. Hey. That totally works. So let me pour it back into this original bowl. All right. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. So this is much more like creamy, whipped mashed potatoes. And it's, you know, kind of filling up the same amount of bowl space here. But I just feel like this will be better. Oh my gosh, Dot. Dot is getting into my cannabis edibles. Dot. Let's get Dot stoned. Dot. You crazy kitty. Okay, so this definitely looks more like how I wanted it to look. The flavor is good. Flavor is very good. Hey, you're just causing trouble. You. Yeah, you. What's going on? Huh? Go eat your food and stop being, stop being like that. Okay, so I'm happy with this version. The first version was like, whoa, that was like really rich, really, really rich. A little bit too rich for my blood, It's like, I don't know. But this right here, look at the consistency of that. That's really beautiful. That is definitely like a creamed potato. Wonder if I shouldn't add something to it. It feels like it's missing something. I kind of want to add a tiny bit of lemon juice. I feel like it needs a little bit of acid. It's going back into the blender. And thank you guys so much for those of you who have decided to stick around for the rest of this class as I figure out this trial and error recipe. But you know what? Here's what's more important than me giving you a recipe that works perfectly. It's about seeing how to get a recipe to work perfectly that's not quite to your liking. It's about making a recipe and not going, oh my God, I hate how it turned out. I suck as a raw vegan chef for my family. No. But it does need a little something else. I think I'm going to add a little bit of more garlic. And a little bit more pine nuts. Now, not a lot, don't worry. And so I think I saw somewhere that someone had used lemons in their mashed potatoes. Was it lemons? I'm going to use a little piece of lemon. Just going to get just a little squirt of lemon in there. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more. Oh, pine nuts. I'm going to do 1/4 cup more of pine nuts. So 1/2 cup pine nuts altogether. Just to give it back that buttery kind of flavor. I know. I thinned it out with more jicama so that I wouldn't have as much nuts, and I'm adding back nuts in. I get it. I understand. I know. It might look like I don't know what I'm doing because I don't, but I'm experimenting, and you don't know until you try sometimes, right? Get a little bit more lemon juice in there. Add in. I had 1/2 teaspoon of salt before. I'm going to add in 1/4 more teaspoon of salt. Let's give this a whirl, shall we? Okay, that's all that it needed just to get that garlic crushed up. What's in the latest version of the mashed potatoes? I did not mean that in a bad way. Oh, well, I totally understand. See, I don't have that perspective. Thank you for pointing that out for me, Kelly. And for all of us. I appreciate you, baby, so much. Yes. Yes. That's it right there. I'm going to go in on the Facebook. How do I edit that post? Maybe I got to go to my own page. Oh my gosh, this tastes so good. Edit post. I had how many cups of jicama? 4 cups of jicama. Half a cup of pine nuts. I'm just going to remove that 2 tablespoons. That doesn't make any sense. 1 cup of soaked cashews. 1 garlic clove. It was about like 1 small garlic clove. And what else do we put in there? A teaspoon of salt, of pink Himalayan salt. Pink. Salt. And half a teaspoon of onion powder. Yeah. That's it, you guys. That totally, absolutely works. Jicama for the win. And if anybody is craving mashed potatoes, but you don't want any of the nuts, why don't we right now try to see if we can't make something that tastes delicious? A creamed jicama. Why not? We're experimenting. We're playing. We're just playing around, baby. Let's get all of that scooped into this bowl. Just like so. The thing I love about this is that, number one, it's amazing for your digestion. I can attest to that. Like, seriously, it's so good. Jicama. That bowl looks like a hot mess, so we're going to put it into a new bowl. We're going to rinse this bowl out. Like, that looks exactly like mashed potatoes. There's a little bit of a sweetness also that comes through, but it's not a dessert sweet. It's like a savory sweet, if you know what I mean. So it is officially saved on the Facebook description of this video, this version of mashed potatoes. Mashed jicama, raw vegan. Where's my other bowl? Thought I had 4 parts. Should I not have 4? So you know what, guys? Instead of making the gravy, I want to just make a... that is so good. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Right? Right, Sharon? So good. I put mayo in my mashed potatoes, actually cooked potatoes I'm talking about. Yeah. Mayo is, well, you can make a cashew butter mayo. Hey, Carrie Ann, how are you? Look at the mashed potatoes I made. Do you want some? It's mashed, it's creamed jicama, actually. So I'm going to put this over here. Let me rinse out my blender. So I want to, let's work on a recipe that does not involve nuts, that is just jicama, that we are going to figure out how we can season that up so that it still tastes like a beautiful, root / potato puree. Let me rinse this stuff off. I'm just going to rinse out my, yes, I added some lemon juice. Oh my goodness, thank you. I forgot to put that in. Let me adjust the recipe. You guys are so lucky. Do you know how lucky we are to be doing this together? You guys are so lucky because you get to see it actually happen in real time, unfold, figured out. So I would say that was like 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Yes, please. I know. So let's figure one out without the use of nuts, okay? Because I know there's like, me too. I don't want to be eating a lot of nuts either. I was just trying Kara's recipe and I was like, okay, Miss Nut Girl. I love Kara. I love Marcus. They really do use a lot of nuts. I'm not used to using that many nuts. I'm just not used to it, the first thing that I ever made as a raw vegan was Marcus and Kara's neat loaf. It was like I swallowed a spiky rock and it was sitting in the pit of my stomach for like 5 hours. I couldn't believe how good it tasted, but how uncomfortable it made me feel. It was just so much nuts. And I had to really start digging deep to really try to find recipes that did not involve so much nuts. And I kind of took a lot of what they had done. Like that's how I came up with the Bernsey burger. I took that neat loaf recipe and I was like, okay, well, how can I make it less condensed, less concentrated with all of those nuts? And that's what I did. I came up with my own version of a raw vegan burger that was not heavy, that anybody can eat easily. And if you wanted to leave out the seeds that I replaced the nuts for, you can do that and it would still be amazing. You know what I mean? It's just every iteration of that burger that I've seen is just so good. All of you guys who've made it, you're just amazing. You are just amazing. Did you know that? You are. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just put some chopped jicama into the Vitamix again. We're going to season this up with some lemon juice and maybe a little bit of garlic. We're going to see what we can do, baby. just get my Chinese chopper. How are you guys doing out there? Are you making something for dinner? What are you guys making for the family right now? These are the kind of things that you can make for your family, and they would not be complaining. They would not be saying, well, why isn't this cooked? They'd be like, oh my God, that tastes so good. Can I have some more? That's what they're going to be saying. They're not going to be, you know, they're not going to be missing their potatoes. I'm telling you, you serve them this jicama cashew mashed potato thing, and they're not going to be complaining. They're not going to be arguing. They're going to be like, oh my God, that tastes so good. What's in that? I just want to make one. Let's see if we can make one without nuts that can also get past my picky eaters. You guys don't know this, but I live with the two most picky eaters on the planet. I do. They have very specific tastes, as do we all, right? We all have specific things that we like and things that we don't like. It's just a matter of figuring out what is right for you and for your family. So, you know, don't feel discouraged if in the beginning you're trying all these different things and it's like, oh my goodness, no, I don't like that recipe. Like the cauliflower cream that I've just made, it's all right. Dali might love it. Kaya might love it. Me, after I tasted the one with jicama, I'm like, no, I don't like it. I'm going to put in that little piece of clove, garlic clove, into there. And I'll show you how much is in that blender in a second. I only mentioned the mayo because of the tang. Yes. Yeah. The tang. Exactly. When you said you were going to put lemon, I realized mayo's, oh, I know you do, babe. Of course. We're like, yeah, what can we use instead of the mayo, right? And I think that's where using the cashew comes into play. It adds that richness and that creaminess that we're looking for. So how much do I have there? Hi, Kaya.
Hi, Mom.
I guess that is, how many cups does that say?
Hello.
Hi. 5
What
cups.
you making?
I'm making creamed jicama. I'm making mashed potatoes, raw vegan mashed potatoes. Look at you with the hair, how cute.
Thank you.
So I would like you to do a little taste
Yeah,
test if that's
absolutely.
okay. This is my favorite. So we'll start with that one.
We'll start with that one. Are you sure?
Start with the favorite.
Are you sure?
Yep.
One in the back is so loud. Hold on, I can't concentrate.
Yes, too many nuts, way too heavy. Right, Desiree? It's true.
Okay, I'm here. Wow. Oh my God.
It's jicama.
So good.
Again with the
That
jicama.
is so good.
Okay, try that one. That one is not the jicama. It's good, right? This one has a little bit more nuts that I would like. But still, this was actually the one that Kai is tasting right now is not the original recipe that we made. It is the one with 4 cups of jicama total. So it's got less per serving of the cashew nuts and
So
the
what's
pine
in it?
nuts. What's in it is jicama, a little piece of zucchini, lemon juice, garlic, pine nuts, and cashews. Did I say cashews already?
Maybe.
A little bit of onion powder. But yeah, it's good, right? Kind of like a mashed potatoes,
perfect.
kind of like a garlic mashed potatoes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this one is the cauliflower. Bring that one on over. Cauliflower one is good too. But it ain't no jicama mashed potatoes.
I like that too.
Do you?
Mhm.
Would you put that on your plate?
Yeah, I would. Ooh. It reminds me of like the Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to think about. Like
reminds you of the day after Christmas dinner. That's good.
Or Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So good. Can I just like?
Yes, you can definitely double scoop. She scooped the jicama. She scooped the cauliflower. Yeah.
That is so good. Holy crap. You guys got to make some jicama mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Jicama. Mashed jicama.
Mashed jicama.
Mashed jicama.
We're making another one over here. What we're doing is we're doing it without any. Oh, taste this. This is the one, the original recipe with a little bit of the coconut aminos. That's this one. Give that a taste. See what that tastes like to you.
How much of it? Is it strong? Like
No, no. What does it taste like?
Like butter?
Like butter.
A little bit.
I was thinking more like gravy.
I'm thinking butter, but I feel like gravy has to be a little more intense.
Yeah.
A little more punchy.
Well, I think if we put more of this.
Maybe.
And can you go get me the Frank's Red Hot? I mean, you're supposed to use a Scotch bonnet pepper in here, but I do have some downstairs, but I did not unfreeze them. No, I didn't. I just didn't get it. I just didn't pull it out.
Yummy, yummy, yum. Yum. I didn't shake it.
Watch your sleeve over there.
Wow,
What do you
that's
think?
mind-blowing. That's so good.
Should they make it?
Should who make it?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody's
Yeah,
watching.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Have
I
a
don't know
taste.
how to explain it. Like, I wish I could be more of a food critic for you. It's just like really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just every time I come
That's
on,
all we
I wish I could
want.
give you
That's all we
more.
want is for our 18-year-olds to
But-
just say, I don't know how to
Yes.
explain it, but it's just really good, right? You don't need to be a food critic.
Yeah.
Just want you to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Here. A little of this, a little of that. You want some of this one?
Sure.
She's got one of,
Oh my gosh, so much.
oh, there you go. That was just a little. And I was thinking of doing like a shepherd's pie with the Bernsey burger on the bottom.
Oh my god. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That'll be it, right?
Oh my god. That's such a good idea. That is a really good idea. Yeah.
And then putting them all in the dehydrator, like making up a pie and putting it in the dehydrator so it all kind of,
Oh, yes.
look at her go. She's just like
So good.
loving this.
So
There you go, Carrie Ann. Exactly. That is, if that's not a stamp of approval, so you guys just don't think I am just playing with y'all over here about how good it tastes. But let's see. Rockstar Ruiz had a great point.
I'll be back.
Okay. Rockstar, you had a great point. What if you don't want to eat all those nuts? Like, oh, I'm going to have to wait to try that? No, you don't, my friend. Because what we're going to do right now is we're going to try
Actually,
a recipe with just some of the jicama blended up. Love that. Love it when the kids are loving the rawness of our food. Right? Like I said, just make it. That didn't was I not just saying that? Was I not just saying? Just make it for them and just give it to them and see what they say. They're going to be like, there's one on the island over here from the car. Oh, yeah, I did. I unplugged it by accident. There's a couple here on the island over here, that island. Okay, so we've got a clove of garlic, 5 cups of jicama, a little bit of lemon juice. Maybe we should throw in some, a little bit of black pepper, white pepper. Are you guys enjoying this? Are you having fun? Carol says, my mouth is watering. Oh my gosh, girl, I'm so sorry on your dry fast day at that. I am so sorry. Sprinkling in some white pepper. And let's get this a teaspoon of onion powder. And I mean, you can totally go to town seasoning this up any which way. You can go in with some chili powder. You can go in with some red pepper flakes, some cumin if you wanted to. You can totally make this into your favorite Mexican type of flavor palette. Or, you know, you could do like what we did with the seasoned rice wine vinegar. I'm actually going to throw in a little bit of this soy-free seasoning, just a little dash, just to add a little bit of, you know, little bit of umami, something, you know. Let's get this on the blender base, and let's get this blended up, and let's see how it works. Okay. Much thicker. I need to add a little bit of water into that. Just a couple tablespoons at most. Now what I want to do is I want to give it a little taste, and let's see where we need to go from here. Okay. Okay. It smells delicious. It's got a now this is the kind of texture I was going for with the other recipes, but let's just have a quick taste. It tastes good, but I'm not digging the, you know what it needs? It needs a little bit of oil in there. It needs a little bit of fat. So instead of putting in fat like olive oil, I'm going to add in an avocado. Shoot, do I have one that is ripe and ready to go? I don't. No. Okay. Okay, I do not have an avocado, which really sucks. I did, but the girls ate it last night, clearly. I'm going to put in a little piece of jalapeno. I lied. That's not a little piece. That's a big piece. Let me put a little piece of jalapeno. Adjust to your flavoring and your palate. I'm going to need to put in a little bit of oil. If I had an avocado that was ripe, I just bought a bag of avocados today. If I had an avocado that was ripe, this would be the perfect time to add one in. It would give it that really smooth creaminess. Oh. So I'm going to add in a little bit of olive oil. Like, it doesn't taste bad. It's just that it needs that, you know. Let's see how this blends up. Let us see. I do think I want to add in a little bit more lemon. Let's see here. Dot, where are you? Where are you? Kitty, get out of there. That is not a place to play. Come out. Okay. So let us pop this back on. Okay. I like it. It's no mashed potatoes. Honestly, it's beautiful creamed jicama, which is really yummy. And let's pour this into a little bowl. Let's clean up our workspace. I'm not going to make the gravy. I don't think you need it. I think you can take the creamed jicama with the cashews, add some of the coconut aminos, maybe add in some hot sauce, and bam, you got yourself gravy. I don't see the need to go through all the pecans or the walnuts, rather. And it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just tired and lazy right now at this point, but I just don't see it as a necessity, you know? I just don't see it as a whole entire necessity when we've got a beautiful mashed potatoes that you don't need the gravy for. You just don't. This smells delicious. This smells delicioso. Delicioso. I'm just going to pour this out here. I just realized maybe I should show you. So yeah, I think the addition of some avocado in here would be a really beautiful thing, just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more, you know. But hey, man, if you're craving a mashed potato alternative and you just want some beautiful comfort food and you want to stay away from adding in any nuts right now, then by all means, try this creamed jicama. Let me get a proper spoonful. It looks exactly like mashed potatoes. I like it. Not nearly as much as the one with the nuts, I'm not going to lie. So here we had today, this is what we made. We made 3 delicious options for our craving for potatoes. Look at this. Over here we have the creamed cauliflower, which I use way too much water. That is good. Not going to lie. Then I made this one without any nuts at all. Tastes a little bit more starchy. Maybe soak some dehydrated mushrooms in the coconut amino to make gravy. That would be a great idea too. And then you can just blend it up, right? Yes, indeed. And then over here, this is my favorite. I've just adjusted the recipe on the Facebook. But this one, that's the winner for me. If you wanted to make something that was still detox friendly, because nuts and seeds are, you will slow your detox down, but you will not completely stop your detox. If you're in a healing mode, right? If you came to this work and you need to heal yourself like lickety split right now, you need to get down to business. You've got a diagnosis that is like life threatening. This is the one you want to eat. You want to eat the one over here that is just the jicama. All right. If you came to this work, you started to clean your body out, you're feeling good, you're exploring, you're slowly starting to add in some nuts and seeds and so on, which, by the way, you can add in some seeds into this as well. You can do pumpkin seeds, you experiment with it, but this gives you a really good idea of what the texture looks like. Tastes a little bit too starchy for me. I find that it needs the balance of the nuts like we've got going on in this one. And then this one is the cauliflower version, which is not bad, but this one definitely is my favorite. So that didn't take that long to make. That was all out of $5 worth of jicama, maybe $10 worth of nuts altogether. So $15 worth of ingredients going on over here. And we've got 3 beautiful variations on a raw mash something something. Let me know if you guys make it, which one you make. You're so right, Sharon. Great idea for making a gravy. Honestly, you don't need another gravy with nuts on top of nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's too much for me. I just can't. I cannot even. The recipe for these are in the description of this video. And after this video airs, I will, let me see if I can make the adjustment right now. Copy. Let me see if I can adjust the, hi. Let me see if I can go in and adjust the recipe on our Facebook video as well, so that I don't have to come back in and do it, because it is getting late. Dali is going to be home in a minute, and I'm going to be excited to get off of my feet. Okay. Oh my goodness. I need a virtual assistant. Okay, so in here, let me adjust the paste. Hold on. So by far my favorite one here. Did I do it? Yes. My favorite. I'm going to put it right in the description of the video. Thank you so much for waiting as I do this. But you guys know me, right? You know I'm not going to do the addition. I'm not going to write out the recipe after the video. I'm just on to the next video. I'm just on to the next class. You know what I'm saying? So I've done the adjustments there, and I've changed the recipe over on the YouTube. And why is this limited? Add suitability, my butt. Okay. There we go. Rockstar is saying chilling at the marina, 75 degrees here. Wow. I saw some of your pictures at the marina on your Instagram, Rockstar, and it's like, oh man, oh man. Hey, Elaine, do you like them? Are you going to try them? Totally should try them. The only thing I would change that would be different is in the pureed jicama, just the pure jicama, I would really try to add in an avocado. I think the avocado or any kind of fat is going to balance the starchiness of the vegetable itself. But overall, I mean, I'm not unhappy with, you saw Kaya's reaction. I'm not unhappy. Oh, thank you. I should have scrolled down. No, it's all good, babe. It's all, you know me, Desiree. It's like she never writes the recipes down for anything. Where's the recipe, Berns? It's coming. But this time I tried to get myself a little organized. Oh, thanks so much, Elaine. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of inspirational videos, and I always want to try to find things for my family that is going to satisfy, hit the spot, make us feel like we're having some new family favorites that are going to be healthy for our bodies without compromising our detox, because I feel really good. I wake up in the morning, my skin is super soft, my digestion is great. I feel like my absorption of the minerals that I'm taking in is amazing. I don't have any deficiencies, by the way, until you sort out your digestion top to bottom. Digestion, absorption, utilization, and elimination. You don't know if you have a deficiency. You might be malabsorbed. It might not be a deficient in your diet question, and therefore needing to think you have to go eat meat to get your fill in the blank, whatever. That's not true. You know, before you start claiming that you have a deficiency in iron because you're anemic, instead start looking at, am I absorbing the iron that's available in my diet, right? And when you're eating a lot of the beautiful, fresh, raw food like we are, you should be absorbing all of those nutrients. But oftentimes we have stuff that is gunking up our small intestine. So it really goes a long way to invest a little time to be creative like this in the kitchen so that you can, so you can put really good food on the table for your family. And listen, I'm not pushing for Kaya or anybody in this house to be eating this way. All I can do is make the stuff taste as good as I can get it to taste with, diet appropriate food that is appropriate for human consumption. And what does Dr. Moore say? He says that if it's fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, then it's fit for human consumption. It's a healthy diet. He includes nuts in that equation. There's nothing wrong with nuts. There's nothing wrong with nuts. I just know that I can't eat any significant quantity of nuts. My body literally says, whoa, Nelly, slow down. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. So, so I hope that you guys really enjoyed that. That was fun. It was fun taking you shopping with me. If you did not come shopping with me today, you want to go check out the Insta stories and the Facebook stories, because I took you guys along. I showed you, the different grocery stores that I shop at. It was a lot of fun. And I think that's it. I got a lot of groceries to go put away now. So with that, I am going to tune off for now. And I should be back at 8:00 for our evening check-in. Should be. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, come on over to the evening class later on, usually at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I'm not on at 8 p.m., usually that's it. I was in bed last night at 8 p.m. It was so good. I got so much rest, which meant that I had a lot of energy for today as well. So yeah, detox-friendly food, beautiful way to feed your family so that they get all of their beautiful nutrition without compromising it, without eating, stuff that is just like not good for you. Way better than cooked potatoes. I'm proud to serve this to my family, and I am full. Those few spoonfuls, that's all I've eaten all day. And I really have not even had that much coconut water because I don't want to overload my bladder with liquid right now because I've got a bladder infection. So there's that. Thank you so much, Carol. Good luck on the rest of your dry fast. I would say go to bed early so that you're not thinking about your stomach. When you wake up tomorrow, you're going to wake up with tons of energy. Oh my goodness, you're going to have tons of energy. You might even not feel hungry at all tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow, if you feel like you want to have something, go right back onto juicing, right back to your juices. But if you want to continue on a little bit longer. You're at 22 hours, was it? 23 hours right now for your dry fast. So by the time you wake up in the morning, that'll be like what, 36 maybe? Go for it. Go for it. Bye, Carrie Ann. Thank you so much for coming to class. Thank you as well. I will see you guys all very soon. I love you. Mwah.